All right. Hey, y'all want to play some D&D?
Yes!
Yay!
All right. Well, if you do, you have to tell me what happened last time.
I got shot and I blew up the truck.
I got shot and I shot someone else. Raise your hand if you've been shot.
No.
Shrapnel count?
Yes, I was. Was I? I don't know.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute, yeah. No, I think I just got the shrapnel. I'm good.
All right. So besides getting injured, what else happened?
We got the baby.
Yeah, we got the baby. We got back to the group. We torched a car, right?
You did. Another important thing was there was the mysterious lady who we found out was named Ophelia.
Yeah.
Tried to stop your guys' escape and definitely had some sort of thing with Venice. And you guys made Venice talk about her past. Good job.
That happened a lot sooner than I thought it was going to.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'll read my actual recap. So last time, the plan was to get in and get out, which sort of happened. Woman named Ophelia slowed your escape by shooting Percy, and then was being all sorts of weird. Percy got the car started, but Letty drove it, and then almost immediately drove you guys just into more danger until we didn't. Percy made a sunroof. At the gate, Dennis and Dot harassed the security guard while like 8 guys opened fire on the car. And then somehow you guys didn't actually make it out. And you found the rest of the community, and you absolutely just destroyed that car at the end there.
Didn't we parts it?
Yes, so you guys were taking it apart, finding the valuable parts of it. And just so we are all aware, Cormac and Percy have gotten seriously injured and will be having disadvantages on certain checks during this game and possibly more games because of their injuries.
I can't walk good.
Cormac cannot walk good. Percy's hand not working whatsoever. Oh, she's
You know.
all right. So, yeah, you guys are currently, you're on the road back to Casper. It's a 3-day walk to get back there. Y'all.
Did we meet up with, did we make it to, like, Abel and Addie?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Yep, so that was at the end of the last one. Also, important, Abel vaguely threatened Letty at the end. Because Letty is like, hey, Letty knows that Ophelia possibly recognized her, and obviously Venice got recognized. And Abel is like, I don't know how I feel about that. So that's another thing that did happen last time that we should remember.
That means we're in store for a makeover.
Okay. I mean, I love it, and I'm not going to stop you guys from doing that. So, y'all are, you're heading back to Casper. It's going to be 3 days, road trip back. Currently, Somber is on the back of Sharky. She's carrying her baby. Justice was rescued. Good job, everybody. Yeah, specifically, Percy, your hand is just not responding to whatever you're trying to do with it.
Yay.
It's kind of just like curled into a fist, like the one that you had around that explosive that you tried to throw and then couldn't throw. The reason you couldn't is because your hand will not open at this point.
Great.
So we have a 3-day walk. Things that need to be done in these 3 days will include hunting/foraging, because all your guys' shit got stolen a while ago. It was all in the cart, you know? And other fun, like keeping watch as y'all walk. it's an open road, you know. These are things that we have to do, but I would like to hear from you guys what y'all want to do in any order. We can kind of just like mush all 3 days together, really. But let me hear what y'all want to do.
Did I, by chance, hear Letty talking to Abel about her past? That she was also recognized, maybe?
Correct me if I'm wrong, Letty, did you take Abel aside to tell him that? I think you did.
Believe Venice went off and like thought about life dramatically alone. Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, that's how she is. Never mind.
Maybe we're just yelling a little bit.
I mean, Letty, you're of course allowed to say like, oh, you know, you can obviously let Venice know, or just say that she was near. Up to you.
I might keep that a little cryptic, so probably just tell Abel
Okay.
right now.
All right. Cool. So, you guys tell me, first things first, you guys gotta go hunting / foraging. Want to tell me who wants to do that, and we'll start doing some rolls for it.
I'm gonna go try and find some good berries.
All right. Who are you taking with you?
Dot, I think we had a good time finding berries last time. if you wanna
Yes,
do
we
that.
did. Yes, ma'am.
Let's get some
All
berries.
You guys can roll me a perception or an investigation check to try to find some.
16.
18, baby.
Ooh, you guys did super good. You honestly, like, as you're walking, like, both of you probably just, like, you know, chatting or something like that, and you can just, like, immediately clock out. You're, like, both of you are, like, there. And you just kind of can zoom off. You find a couple bushes, and you have completely stocked up on wild berries. Your good berry, like, that spell they use is, like, full components. And you guys have, like, I mean, let me just ask, what do you think you're carrying these in? Just like, what do you think you got on you?
I've got
I've
that
got a
like
backpack for sure.
Mhm.
Probably your shirts though. Like,
stocking up, baby.
All right, cool. So yeah, you guys can get like, with those good rolls, you can like basically both fill up little shirt kangaroo pouches.
I'm gonna stuff some in like the front pocket of my overalls, just like
And right underneath the little plant that you got in there.
yeah, just right.
Hell yeah. Yeah, awesome. You guys basically foraging, both of you guys can take care of that for the entire 3 days. You have enough for everybody to basically have with their meals and such, you know. Anyone else doing any hunting or foraging, let me know. Adelaide will be doing her own as well as Aloe. See how well they do. Average. You know, small game.
Probably go hunting, but like in a way where she would be like clubbing something, you know?
Okay. Definitely. Are you taking anyone with you?
No.
Why don't you go ahead and roll me an investigation check to see what you can find that's clubbable.
Yeah, I'll just look at my stats for a hot little sickaroonie. Goodness. 9.
9. You want to beat something up.
Like a rabbit.
You want to beat stuff up. All you are really finding are like little rabbits. And with a 9, they are just kind of like a little bit too fast for you to like get within punching range. So not quite successful on trying to punch more rabbits to death.
Cool. Venice is like, she's not doing good, like
Mhm.
emotionally.
Yeah.
Or mentally.
Mhm.
And she was really hoping to take out some feelings on some animals because she's like that. And she returns empty-handed and more upset and broody.
I mean, if you wanted to, there are trees to punch as well. You don't have to necessarily just give up. Like, I get it. But, like, there are trees.
Okay. I want to beat the shit out of like a sturdy tree, like to the point of my knuckles being so bloody.
Oh, can you roll me an attack, please?
Yeah, it's like an unarmed strike.
Yeah.
Or something. Hold up. Jesus Christ. 12.
I mean, it's a tree. You're not gonna miss. You know, it has
Yeah.
a AC of 5. It's a fucking tree. Why don't you go ahead and roll damage for me, please?
Okay. 4.
I mean, you spend time and you can like, let's say you find like a like nice like pine tree, like a little row of pine trees you're on, and you absolutely wail on this fucking pine tree. The outer bark has popped off, that you've like knocked off. Your hands and knuckles are full of like, not splinters, but there's just straight up like just chunks of bark kind of like around your hands, that your knuckles are a little bloody. Yeah, you wail on a tree.
Good. When I return, Bloody Knuckles, I'm gonna see if I can find Dot, like hopefully on her own, and ask for some bandages. They don't have to be bandages, just like, you know, some strips of fabric or whatever. And then I'm gonna take them and like wrap my knuckles.
I got you.
Cool.
But I'll do your dominant hand, so it's not so sad to watch. But I won't say anything about it though. But I'll like give you that second one and be like,
great. Venice also doesn't say anything. She like nods and walks away.
I don't blame her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. You trying to say something?
I guess I'm next up. I'm gonna say watch because ow, my leggy hurt. I don't have a lot of experience with medical anything. That is to say, none of it, other than like things I've picked up along my travels. I'm not concerned with getting bullets out of myself because I don't have to worry about it when it's the other person. So I'm just like in pain and stewing in my like anger at getting injured and also pain. So I'm gonna sit and keep watch because that's all that I'm good for right now.
I'm gonna sit by him and be like, what is wrong? Like, and be like, do you want me to like help you get that out? Do you want us leave it? Like,
You can help me get it out?
I think so.
If you can, get it the fuck out.
Okay, but like, You have to rip your pants or take your pants off.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Should I roll a pants removing throw?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, dang it. Where's my 20?
What would that even be? Acrobatics? He does a backflip and they fly off.
How about religion? Oh, sleight of hand. It's gonna be sleight of hand.
Here's what you can do. You can either roll me athletics if you would like to tear your pants, or you can roll me an acrobatics or sleight of hand if you'd like to take them off.
I'm gonna take them off because I don't want to rip my pants because I like these pants.
Okay.
I think your sleight of hand.
They're very nice.
I rolled an 8.
Oh.
You can't you can't really bend your leg. You're in a lot of pain.
In the most shame possible, I asked Dot for help.
Yeah. Well, first thing, you gotta take your boots off, buddy.
Dot,
No, it's fine. I was just trying to make a joke saying like, oh, you just couldn't get your pants off because you didn't take your shoes off. Anyway, can I just do that? Can I just take his
Yes, yeah. You don't have to roll for it.
I don't have to Okay, I was like, could you imagine?
I'm
able to
I like rolling for every mundane action and it never ends well. It makes me look like I can't perform simple tasks.
Well, yeah. So I'll take his little panties off. Oh, I'm just gonna redact that and just say his pants.
Reek, what does my leg look like?
I mean, it's gross. Like, you've been walking on it for a little while because you're like, oh, I'm tough. It's gross now.
Now that I can see.
Where is the wound on it? Like the thigh, the leg.
It's a little bit above the knee.
Ooh.
And now that I'm seeing the severity of it, it's dawning on me how serious this is.
Yeah, I believe you took 7 points of damage with that one, which was a lot. I mean, Percy took 10 with her hand. Like,
right.
That's a pretty high number for, especially like your level right now.
It's a miracle I didn't lose my leg.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh.
Sorry.
I grab my pants and force it into my mouth.
Okay, I was gonna say I could give you something, but all right, I'm gonna take out my little dagger.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna try and as gently as you can stab someone, try and dig it out. Is it like when you say it's gross, is it like green? Is it bruised? Is it just like is it pussy?
All around it, it's super bruised. Like parts of the, like when I went through, parts of like the pants had like gotten into it, so it's a little bit like infected, obviously.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's good that you're getting at it right now.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying.
So do I have to roll for something? Can I just like?
Yeah, you're gonna need to roll me a medicine check.
Oh God, please don't. Oh, my medicine's good. Oh. So 16.
16. Yeah, you are able to dig in there. Cormac, it hurts like so much. Like it's the fucking worst. Obviously.
Ow.
Yeah, exactly. But Dot, you are absolutely able to dig in there. And you have enough supplies in your backpack. You are able to grab it out and immediately wrap it, disinfect it a little bit. Eventually, as you're kind of in the middle of this, Argo also swings by, because he's also a medicine dude.
Yeah.
He swings by and kind of just assists you. He's not gonna like step in because you are doing pretty well, but he's just gonna assist you, like holding the gauze in place while you wrap it, and stuff like that. And this takes a little while to do, but you are able to get the bullet out and wrap it, disinfect it, it's probably going to be okay, but it's going to take a little while to heal.
Okay, cool.
Ow.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, but like it had to.
Let's see.
I'm gonna sew, if there's a little like hole in his pants, I'm gonna sew it up too. Because I feel bad because I just put a knife in him.
I pass out.
Yeah.
I'm on the, do we still have the cart?
Nope.
No.
Or we're on a truck?
Nope.
You're just walking.
Okay. I pass out on the ground.
Uh-huh.
Of great hindrance and annoyance to everyone wanting to travel.
I'll sit next to him and sew his little pants back. So you're passed out on the ground with no pants on?
Girl, listen, we all have
Cowboy hat.
At least I still got my hat on though.
For visual. Oh my god.
Argo takes your head and tips it forward so it's completely over your face so the sun isn't getting in your eyes when you wake up. You just look like a cowboy taking a rest.
Commitment to the aesthetic is the only thing I care about. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the group waits. I mean, we can say this probably at the end of the first day. You kind of made camp for the night. This is when you had enough time to just like sit down and deal with this.
Mm-hmm.
So it's end of the first day. Walk in. Cormac, you're out and you're probably going to be out for the rest of the night. Just because it's late enough. Yeah, Percy, what are you doing on this first day? I think you and Letty also need to hear from you.
I want to take that scrap metal from the car and do something with it. Can I possibly like upgrade other people's weapons?
You definitely can. You'll just kind of make some tinker's checks, and you are currently at disadvantage on those with your hand.
Okay. I'm just gonna do something simple, mostly. Foistable. Sorry, I keep forgetting. Did we have another weapon for me beside bombs?
You have your multi-tool.
That's right. I definitely don't have like attack stuff for that, but
I believe it's just like for a regular dagger.
Okay.
Is all it's gonna be.
Okay, cool. What could I do? Does anyone else need a dagger or just a revamp on their stuff?
Do you need like a brace for your hand or something?
Oh, I should probably make one of those, huh?
It would be like Luke Skywalker with a fake hand or something.
Yeah, maybe try to make a little metal brace for my hand out of truck scrap.
Hell yeah. You can go ahead and roll D20. You'll add your sleight of hand and your proficiency bonus, but do it as a disadvantage, working with one hand.
Got it.
Because she is slight. Never mind.
I've only slightly got a hand.
Yeah, thank you for finishing the joke for me. I'm sorry.
You said proficiency in sleight of hand?
Yep.
15.
15 with disadvantage? You are so talented.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're able to kind of work like over the as you guys are kind of all sitting, making camp for the night, cooking up a little bonfire area. You're able to just take some of like the outer like metal like from like the rim and kind of like work on it like over the course of a couple hours, and you make just a nice little kind of brace for your hand. It's gonna protect it. Nothing else can really get at it at this point.
Mhm.
Also, during the day, Argo was looking after you, like patching it up, cleaning it up. He was kind of trying to do some like, see if he could do any sort of like physical therapy, like, can you move it at all? It really wasn't moving at all for you. Like you get like a little bit of like twitches, but not a lot was happening there.
Okay.
But it is clean now.
Well, that's good. After making my little brace, I'm gonna just sit down somewhere where there's light and try to read my Star Wars comic book because it makes me vaguely happy when I am not the happiest right now.
Oh yeah. What of the comic book? What part is the comic about?
I think it's probably New Hope, and I think she rereads sections where there's Princess Leia. She mostly just likes Princess Leia.
Aww.
She's a cool girl.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so I feel like it's like that opening part where she's like defiant to Vader, where she lies just straight to his face like, I have no idea what you're talking about, as if Rogue One didn't happen.
Yeah.
You ever think about that?
Or her
I try not to think about Rogue One.
Oh, yeah. Or her comic book. Oh no. Or it's either that or she has Empire Strikes Back and she's reading the part where he loses his hand.
Mm-hmm. And you're like,
I'm gonna stick with that one.
you're like, the prophecy. Oh no, I am Luke Skywalker.
Hit me.
Yeah, she starts thinking like, you know what? If Luke can come back from this, I can do it too.
Hell yeah.
I am Luke Skywalker. I am Percy Skywalker.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can see his like it shows like the like bionic hand that he has that he hides underneath his little glove. And also it just kind of like, for you, especially as like a tinker, you're like, I bet I could like make something like that, You're like, I mean, maybe it would take a while, but like I could make that. I'm Percy. I can do that. Yeah.
Sweet.
Anything else you want to do, Percy?
She's gonna start doodling little plans for a new bionic arm right next to the comic book as she's reading it.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Letty, what were you doing today?
Got some super fun berries, and I think that I'm kind of low-key gonna put on a brave face and talk to some people during the day and have a good time. But maybe towards the evening into the night, I'm gonna go scouting and then maybe have like a low-key breakdown in the woods or something and just a little panic attack. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's okay. We're good. Nothing bad could possibly happen.
Can you roll me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Yeah. Wisdom saving throw. Okay. Ooh, 19.
19. Awesome. So, your panic attack in the woods. It is, it is a panic attack. It's like the worst ever, but you're able to compose yourself and you come down from it. And you aren't just like stranded out there for like too long that like people would get like, hey, where the fuck did she go though? You're able to just like let it out for a second, bring it back in, repress some stuff, happens to all of us. and kind of pull yourself together. You did need that little outlet, but
Yeah.
you aren't completely incapacitated for like the rest of the night.
Cool. Yeah, I think that, and then I'm gonna try and fall asleep, but realistically, it's just not gonna happen tonight. Not at all.
All right. It's night of first night. If anyone wants to take watch, or if anyone's doing anything special, let's hear it. You know, D&D, talk to me too.
I will be on watch.
You want to take first watch?
Yeah, I do.
We're
Yeah,
doomed.
I do.
Hello?
God.
Hey,
Hi, Bobby. Hey, girly.
He identifies as he. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, hi, little boy.
It's my little meow. It was his birthday on Friday. Anyways, yes, I would love to take first watch. Do I have to stand somewhere specific?
Nope, not necessarily. I'll just have you roll a perception check. If anyone else is taking watch with Dot, you are also going to roll perception.
I'm tired and I'm going to bed.
13.
13. All right, give me one second. Where did during your watch, you don't hear anything. All you hear in the distance, you hear like animal noises in the distance, but they seem very far away. They don't seem like too big of a worry for you, because there's always animals in the distance. You just never know how far.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, otherwise your watch goes pretty uneventful.
Awesome.
All right. Anyone else here taking second watch?
I'll be awake for it and kind of realize like, nah, I'm not sleeping tonight. Might as well look at some stuff.
All right, your perception roll.
Ooh, that was not good at all. 8.
You also hear the same animal noises in the distance, but nothing really is happening during your watch.
Ooh, no problems here.
All right, and then a third and final watch.
I'll take it.
All right, Venice, you wake up early. Tap out Letty. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
One second. 16.
16. All right. You hear these animal noises that have been happening. You think they are a little close. They aren't like right on top of you, directly near you, but they're a little bit close.
Okay. Am I worried about it?
It's a thing. You think they're passing through. You don't think they're going to pay you any mind. They might not know that you guys are there.
Okay.
You hear, what you're hearing are wolf howls is what you're hearing, and like dogs barking.
Gotcha. Am I sure that they're wolves and not like tracking dogs or something?
What did you roll on your perception check?
16.
16. You've been like out on the road. You know they aren't exactly wolves, these things. They're a little bit deeper. So you know that these are a breed of like a mutated wolf that are out and about, that are a little bit bigger, but a lot more like solitary. So these are just wild animals. They aren't tracking dogs, but they are not great to be around, but they aren't super close once again.
Okay. I accept it.
It is morning. Coffee starts going. Cormac, you do wake up. Congratulations. You got a full night's sleep.
Hey, can I ask a favor of Venice?
Maybe.
Can you like punch a tree for me? And then like so I can have a stick to use as a splint?
Honey, you're gonna need more than a stick for a splint for your leg.
What else can I have around?
I'm not even an actual doctor.
What else is there around us?
You're gonna need like a branch, like something to actually keep your legs straight. Like a stick isn't sturdy enough.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, me up, Michaela.
Can I make one for him? Or a crutch or something?
That'd be good.
Yeah,
I mean, like, I can bring you a selection of sticks and branches.
Wood, metal.
So we're kind of crowdsourcing a little cast splint thing, right? That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
We'll gather all the resources.
Yeah, so Venice, if you would like to, you can go ahead and roll me an investigation check to find some fucking good, like, branches and such.
Roll for branch.
15.
15? Hell yeah. You can find some, bunch of different ones you think that will, like, are sturdy enough, but not, like, too thick that there's, like, not, like, you're just, like, putting, like, firewood on this guy's fucking leg.
Yeah.
You're able to grab a selection.
I'll test them first before I bring them and, like, you know, hit them a couple times just to make sure they can stand up.
Yeah, your knuckles are like bruised from your little tree punching yesterday, so they're a little tender as you test them.
I mean, I would also like to punch more trees.
I'm not doubting that you would. I'm telling you that it's hurting more today.
That's okay.
Yeah, so in the morning, Venice comes back with a bundle of different fucking sticks and branches.
I'd be like, here, and I dump them at your feet, Percy.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
I walk away.
I don't know wood that great, but I'll try my best.
Right, Percy, you can go ahead and make me a Tinker's check, proficiency plus sleight of hand with disadvantage.
Hmm. 19.
19. Holy shit.
He knows what he's doing, man.
You are able, it takes a little bit of the morning, you know, you guys have delayed slightly your heading back out on the road, but you were able to make a very nice little, like, splint, like, kind of basically just like a nice protective covering for Cormac's leg. Yeah, I mean, you tell me, what do you think it looks like with a 19, which is really good?
I think it's mostly just reinforced, like, bars along the sides that hook to, like, both his ankle and maybe, like, straps around his waist a little bit. And probably find him a nice stick for a crutch, a nice walking stick.
Hell yeah. Cormac, you are outfitted with just the coolest fucking like earthy Transformers look.
Oh, cool.
Some people looked even more badass.
Yeah, no, you look sick as fuck.
Thank you. I feel like, I don't know, it's been a long, long time since anyone has done something this thoughtful for me. And it's very touching.
As I strap you in, I go, you kind of look like C-3PO.
I pretend not to know who that is.
Okay.
You could. Why don't you make a deception check and first you can roll insight.
Insight?
What's my deception modifier? Okay. 17.
90. I'm rolling well today. I don't know. Maybe my dice feels guilty about what happened last time.
You said 19, Percy?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Cormac says he's like, who else has a comic book about Star Wars? There's a split second before he says, I don't know who that is, where 100% that he definitely recognizes this character.
I won't prod him any further, but I'll kind of give him a look like, Well, I just think he's cool, and I think you look cool, like a robot cowboy thing.
Thanks. I consider bringing up Cowboy Bebop, but decide against it.
Good choice.
All right, you guys set out for your second day. Would you guys like to go hunting again, possibly? Foraging has basically been done by Letty and Dot. But there's still obviously more substantial foods. Otherwise, you guys can just tell me what you're doing on the second day out.
Can I try to rig a trap to capture a small animal? Either that or go fishing.
Only tell me which one you want to do.
I don't know. You pick for me.
I'm not gonna pick for you. You're the player.
I feel like making a trap would be easier with one hand than fishing. So that
All
one.
you do is roll me another Tinker's check, make a little trap, and then we'll see what happens.
Percy really wants to include bombs in it, but she knows she shouldn't. 14.
You're able to basically rig up a really fancy mousetrap. That you think, instead of like, obviously you guys are on the move. I guess I'll ask you, is this one that you're going to put like overnight in your camp, more like just a straight up mousetrap, or is this one that you can more like have like a quick grab as you guys are on the move?
Maybe overnight.
Yeah, so basically make a fancier mousetrap. Yeah. I mean, same mechanics. You know how a mousetrap works. You make it. You think it's gonna be good. You'll have to wait till night to see if you get anything, basically.
Go ahead.
Cool. Anyone else do anything?
I want to spend some time with Letty.
Alright.
Kind of just like, I don't know, this is just gonna like do the thing where she wants to talk to you, but she's like kind of doesn't know how to bring it up. So she kind of just like is near you a lot. For like most of the day. Which is awkward. and eventually is like, so you have a lot of experience with the militant groups, right?
Yeah, I've been around them more than I would like to, for sure. For sure.
She also doesn't know how to ask this, and neither do I. Are you okay? Like, just went in there.
What do you mean just went in there?
Like, I mean, you obviously have history in that place. Talking about the compound we were in. So like, are you okay?
Lydia's kind of quiet for a little while and just doesn't make a whole lot of eye contact, and like, yeah, I've got a lot of bad history with that place, and it hurts to go back there, and it's not fun, but we had to do it for them and for justice, and at some points I'm willing to deal with my demons to try and help the group out. And yeah, I definitely had a panic attack in the woods last night, but we got through it, and I think it's gonna be okay.
When you mention your panic attack, like, Venice just like lifts up her like hamburger hands and is like, yeah.
Should we go knock a tree down or something? Oh man, yeah. Something.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you want to.
We all cope with ourselves in different ways, and we are more than willing to burn things down if we have to. But yeah, are you doing okay too? I know you recognized someone there, and it's hard to see old faces again sometimes.
She's quiet for a long time. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't expect to see her there, but I guess she really is gone.
She's not the person you used to know. People change, sometimes for good and a lot of times for bad. You can remember who she was without acknowledging who she is now. And I mean, if you had good memories with her, that's something else entirely.
I had shitty internet connection. What was the first part of that?
Let me think. People change for better, for worse, and she changed for worse. And seeing her being kind of a maniacal psychopath right now doesn't mean that she wasn't someone who cared about you before.
She cared about a lot more than me, or at least I thought she did. But yeah, she decided fighting for something better just wasn't worth it anymore.
That sucks, man. I'm sorry. I pat your shoulder.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna go hit a tree if you want to come. It's a good one over there. So
That would be nice.
yeah.
We both go and punch trees.
This is yeah. This is like the first step of like therapy, right? Like healthy coping mechanisms. Like we're doing it together now.
We're learning to be better people and expressing emotions and stuff. How crazy is that?
Fuck. Yeah.
It's fun. Ow.
The bloods together.
Just casually.
It's pretty great.
All right, cool.
That's it.
Love it. Percy. Aloe is walking with you. And he's asking about your brace that you made yourself. He's like, how I know people don't think I'm like super smart because I'm like really good at hitting things and people don't think that I can multitask. But like, how did you make that? Like, it looks really good. It looks really good, Percy.
Oh, thanks. I pretty much just like, oops. She kind of goes into like a science ramble that I can't personally do, but she can most definitely do, where she talks about like nuts and bolts and cutting metal and shaping the stuff. And yeah, she just talks about it as if it was just common knowledge.
Yeah, you realize about like a minute in, he's like staring at you like blankly and nodding, like, yeah, dude, definitely. Yes, love it.
Yeah. So anyway, do you think I could like slowly turn into a robot?
That would be the coolest.
Wouldn't it?
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, it's not the comfiest thing, but like, I feel like I would be a little bit better at punching people in the face, you know?
we could literally just make you like a solid metal like covering like boxing glove and you could just like bash people with it.
Right?
That would
Right.
be so cool, Percy.
Wouldn't it? It'd be so cool.
Awesome. Uh
It still super hurts though. Um,
oh,
I'm pretty sad about it. It like I keep trying to move it and I keep trying to use it, but I can't.
is there like, I don't know if Argo's like, is like there any way like we can get it like back? Like can you like just like train on it? Or like what do you think?
That's what I'm gonna try to do.
Percy, I'm assuming you have, but you tell me, has Aloe also read your comic book?
Yeah, I've shared it with him.
So he is going to make that connection of you and Luke Skywalker's baller ass hand. And he's like, you could be like cool, like fist fighting robot, cool person. We're going back to Casper. Do you think anyone in Casper like makes like cool robot hands?
I don't know. Do I?
You can roll me an history check or intelligence check.
22.
In the multiple times you've been to Casper, you've never obviously like searched somebody out who can make like prosthetic hands. It's not ruled out. And I'll say with that high roll, you know there's obviously someone around who does, because the masked merchant Scarab recently showed up with a prosthetic leg. So you know someone around here makes some.
Okay. Yeah, I think someone out there probably makes one. I think I could try to make one, but I don't have the resources.
What would you need? I can start looking for them.
Oh God, I would need like a form, some sort of cast form thing, and I would need like something to cast my hand with, and I would need the materials to make the actual hand, and the materials to attach it to my hand, and it'd be a lot.
Well, maybe when we get to Casper, we can look for him. So that way we can get all stuff and we can get you like right back into like your full game. And then, yeah, maybe that's what we can, hang out and like look for parts and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth a shot.
Unless you don't want to, I'm not gonna. I don't want to make you like. He looks weirdly flustered about this.
Yeah. I want to try. I'm not super enthusiastic about it though. I don't know what I'm doing, and I just lost my freaking hand, man. So.
Yeah. No. Definitely. Yeah. Whatever you do, I'll help you. Okay. I got you, bro. You know.
Yeah. Thanks, Aloe.
He like goes for a fist bump and then like is like.
I offer my metal fist.
He switches hands. He's like, yeah.
Very careful. Just do it carefully.
Yeah.
Ah! Just kidding.
Do you, as you go, like in joke, Argo's like, are you okay? Like just like hovering.
I'm fine. I was trying to make a joke. I don't know.
Okay. He's like, Percy, if anything gets worse, tell me.
Okay, I promise.
And he just like kind of like steps back from more spaces where apparently he just been like overhearing your guys' conversation.
I promise I'll tell you if anything gets worse. And with my other hand, I offer my pinky.
Yeah, he goes up for it.
Pinky
promise. You pinky promise. Awesome. Well, hey Dot, what's you up to?
Sorry. Second day. Wait, Percy, what did you just do with your hand? Is there anything I could like do to, or did Arguer just do that?
I didn't do much. I made a cast for it, and that was about it.
Oh. It's not like it's...
I mean, I'm working on physical exercises with Argo if you wanted to help me with that.
I'll do that. But I'll just stand there and watch. Like try to be helpful, but like actively probably actually not be very helpful.
Yeah.
And just to like hang out and feel like I'm doing something, because other than that I'd just be like standing. Or no, like do 50-50. I'll do like half time with Percy and Argo and then half with Cormac, because like his leg be busted.
His leg do be.
His leg do be busted. I don't know. She's just kind of like, Dot's like always kind of in her own little world. But like also, it's like she's like halfway in like her own world, halfway like in, oh my god, I look crazy, in everyone else's world. Do you know what I mean, though? Like, she's just kind of there. Like, she's present. She's not always, like, there, though. Very much how I am. Anyway, so that's kind of what she's to be doing, I think. Can I look for... There aren't going to be aloe plants in the woods.
No.
No.
But
It's just like a really pretty pot just in the middle of the woods.
a fully potted plant, no. You do know Letty carries an aloe plant in her front pocket of her fucking overalls, though.
Oh, okay. Well, I do now.
You want some of the aloe?
No, I was just like looking for things that could like maybe be helpful later.
You can roll if you would like to try to find some natural, like, helpful things. Go for it.
Yeah, I'll do that. Can
Investigation.
I add anything to it?
Yeah, roll in add investigation. Investigation.
An 8.
Start finding a lot.
Yeah.
Most you can find are like clothing that has been like in the ditch in order to like use it for like fabric strips, like, you know, for handling wounds. You would have to clean it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about all you're gonna find right now.
Okay. I'm gonna keep that to myself. That's all I do.
All right. Baller. Cormac.
Oh, sorry. I wanted to add one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever there's a chance, if Argo ever leaves me and Dot alone, Percy's like really trying with her fingers, but she just can't get him to move, and she hasn't really showed anyone how she actually feels until there's like one moment where she just starts like breaking down, and she kind of signals Dot, and she goes, Dot, I just like can't feel anything.
That's so fucking sad. To Percy, I'm gonna say sometimes that happens, sometimes it'll come back, and sometimes never mind. Sometimes it just takes longer to come back. Like it usually doesn't come back right away, so don't lose hope just yet.
Do you think it's gonna come back?
I do not know. I hope so.
What am I gonna do without one of my hands? Like, I'm lucky enough where I've been tinkering fine still, but like, what am I supposed to do?
Well, just think it'll be even more impressive if you're still a tinkerer with one hand and you're still just as good at it in the future. I don't know how to be comforting. I'm like trying to be like, look at the bright side, but like she says the wrong things.
No, it helps a bit.
Either you have both of your hands and are a badass, or you have one really good hand and you're still like even badass-er.
Percy's just gonna kind of try to snuggle into Dot a little bit.
Yeah. I'm gonna put my arm around her and try and like do a comforting thing, like maybe rub her arm or something.
A comforting thing.
Yeah, that's what she gonna do.
Yeah. Percy just kind of sits there for a while, just finishes crying.
Yeah. And to Percy, I'm just trying to like Make her feel comfortable. I sound like I'm like sitting at her hospice bed. I just said make her comfortable. Oh my god. But like, you know what I mean. Just trying to be like, it's fine. It'll be fine. It takes anyway, I'm just gonna stop talking.
Okay. That's all I wanted to add.
All right. Cormac.
Yeah, okay. I guess I'm gonna take my new crutch and my slightly more walkable leg and go venturing on a little hunting venture. Alone.
Oh god.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. I grab my pistol and some ammo, and in a slightly therapeutic way, I just decide to go out, try and find some food.
Hell yeah. Cool. Why don't you go ahead and roll me a perception check, see what you find.
I rolled a 14.
14. You can see in the distance a little bit. You know, you're kind of just working on the highway. You're next to another field of what used to probably be a cornfield. You can see a little ways out. You see a little like herd of like white-tailed deer, kind of out in the distance.
Okay. Deer are skittish, so I'm gonna stay low to the ground. My stealth is pretty good. I'm gonna get as close as I can, and then
Yeah, go ahead and roll stealth for me with disadvantage.
oh, nat 20.
Uh,
And then with disadvantage, that's an 11.
11 still beats their perception.
Oh, great.
So you're able to get closer without them, getting spooked at all. Yeah, you are kind of in range now.
Okay. I'm scanning. I see the group. I'm gonna aim for one of the male deer because they're bigger. I don't want to break up the family.
You could also use their antlers for like weapons too.
Yeah. Or like, yeah, decoration.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack for me.
Is that just the 20 or?
Yep.
Not 20.
Seriously?
Yes.
All right, yeah, you in one clean shot, you line it up perfectly where, right behind the front leg, get it right through the fucking, like, lungs. They all spook. It stutters forward towards you.
Oh, great.
But then falls down and twitches and it's dead, dude. Everybody else, you hear this shot ring out. You realize Cormac is also gone. Yeah. You you got this deer. There is no way you can carry this.
Oh, crap. I didn't think of that.
Not only because you have a bad leg, but also it's a full adult deer. You're gonna need some assistance with it.
How far am I? Can they hear me?
Just for fun, do you have to roll a perception check to see if you hear Cormac?
Okay.
Badass.
14.
It's literally DC 5. Like, yeah, no, you can hear him.
Badass.
But everyone else, you did hear a shot ring out, realize Cormac's gone, and now you can hear him yelling.
I'm fine. I just need help.
I follow the sound of his voice.
Yeah, you see Cormac and behind you a bowl of dirt.
I'm lying my head like on the belly, like on the back of just the biggest buck you've ever seen in your life. And I say, I got dinner.
You hear, probably for the first time, you hear Venice just break out laughing. And after she like pulls herself together, she's like, all right, let's get this home.
Yeah, running up behind you, Venice. Abel and Adelaide also to help you. Because shit, dude. Yeah, you guys are able to just fucking pull in. Everyone can see you pulling this huge ass buck. And there's, I mean, not much you can do. You have to just fucking start carving it. You are able to make food for the fucking next, like, half a month. Like, shit, dude.
I make sure to keep the antlers.
All right.
We'll get back to that.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, my dude. Yeah, you guys you're literally set for the like foreseeable future for food. Like you don't have to hunt for like a while now. Like shit. You have enough, especially as you're going into Casper, you have food to trade. But like more important, you have food to trade for other items. Cormac, you are running low on ammo.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do, my dude?
What are we? Where are we in the day right now?
I would say you guys are probably at like midday, early afternoon.
Okay. Hey, Dot.
Yes. Bye. Oh.
Can I borrow that dagger of yours for a day?
Yeah, and I'll give it to him, but don't break it. I need it.
I won't break it, I promise.
Okay. Good.
Okay, I take the dagger and the antler and I just start whittling.
Are you trying to make anything specifically?
Yes.
Or just you can either roll a sleight of hand or a performance check to see how well you do.
I'm gonna do sleight of hand. That is a 22.
Shit, dude.
Not Nat. I promise I'm not making this up.
Yeah, I want to ask you, when you were growing up, how many like art appreciation classes do you think you took?
Close to none, if not none.
Okay. I'm just trying to actually, I think as you're like carving this, you are remembering you and Dot when you were younger. And sitting with a woman telling you a bedtime story. And as she like is saying this, you don't give a shit about what the fuck ever she's saying, you know? You're too cool for that shit. You're instead working with your hands. You're like making little crafts with like little papers that she's left out. And that's just like as you're whittling, that's like just like a memory that comes back to you. You are fucking killing it, my dude. Whatever you want to make, you're making it right now.
Okay. Well, all that I had in mind was just like a little cube or a little square. I take out my whip, which is, as we know, made from lots of strands of string, and I just pull out one of the strings. Cut that. and I've made 5 little squares. And as a thank you, and me trying to do good by everyone else, I make everyone a little pendant to wear on their neck for the rest of the party.
Aww. Yeah, that's the fucking cutest thing I've ever heard. So, I love that.
I accept no thanks or compliments or criticism.
Yeah, you guys.
Y'all be making me hands and removing bullets and helping me with deer, and I don't really know Lottie that well, but you seem cool.
Yeah, you guys all get really cute little necklaces.
Thank you. They're cute.
This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my entire life, bar nothing whatsoever at all.
You're very talented.
I tried my hardest to show some appreciation, and this is the only thing I could come up with.
Aw. Is gifting your love language, Cormac?
I would say acts of service.
Oh, I suppose.
Yeah, at this time it's nighttime again. It's time to set up camp. We can go ahead and do watch again. Whoever would like to take first watch, go for it. Dot, you're on it.
10.
10. Let me see really quick. With a 10, nothing really happens during your watch. You don't hear anything. Yeah, it goes by pretty smoothly. All right, second watch.
I'll do second again.
All right.
16.
16. You are able to hear. You hear voices in the distance.
Ooh, do I know? Did the voices sound threatening? Like, am I afraid of them at all, or is it just like, there's people out there?
Go ahead and roll an insight check for me.
Okay. 15.
15. They don't sound super threatening. They're a little far away. That sounds like whatever's coming from is normal conversation. And you don't hear any vehicles, so you know they're on foot as well. But they are coming at you guys, basically coming the opposite way down the road. You guys are, of course, off the road, made a little camp in the ditch, but yeah.
Okay. If there's like a fire or anything that we have, I might try and obscure it in some way. I wonder if I feel threatened by this or not.
I think in general, a group of people walking near you is just going to be threatening, because even even though it's normal conversation, they might not have noticed you yet. So.
Do I know who's taking the watch after this one? Who's third watch?
Who's taking third watch?
I can do it.
Carmen, would you also like to take third watch? Yeah, so you, Percy and Carmen will be taking the next watch after you.
Okay, I might go and wake one of them up or both of them up and just be like, hey, just so you know, there's people nearby. I don't think they're a threat, but I'm gonna definitely have my bow out just in case. So if you guys wanted to be awake in case we needed anything, that'd be cool.
Okay.
Like, oh fuck, why are you waking us up?
Alright, should we do anything? Do we need to move?
I'm gonna let them pass and just see what happens. Hopefully they don't notice us.
Okay.
All right, third watch. Go ahead and you guys roll me your perception checks. You know where they, I guess, since you know what you're looking at, you can go ahead and roll with advantage. Just to tell them.
18.
Also 18.
Ooh, you guys. As the day begins to break, you can hear these voices. They are, I mean, they're coming up on you. They don't, the voices don't seem threatening at all. It seems like a very casual conversation that these people are having. You are able to look up at them as they pass by, and you basically just see another small, like, community, like a group of people walking. They look like just another group passing by. They don't seem to notice you at all, which also means that, like, they don't know that you're there, and they don't know if you guys are a threat either to them.
Can we see items they might have on them?
Yeah, you can see they all have like big full backpacks on that have like bedrolls. You see they like the pockets have like little cans of food. And they also, you guys both got an 18. You can see they're also, of course, armed. Yeah. I see it looks like they probably have went to Casper, got fully stocked up, and are now moving out to somewhere else.
Maybe they're just like us. Maybe we should just leave them alone. Another group.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. Unless they have something that we might want to trade.
Do we think it's more worthwhile to try and trade with them, seeing as we don't have much, or go to Casper, or both?
I don't know. What do we need anymore?
I'm running out of ammo.
Oh, right.
And I mean, we just need basic supplies.
Does it look like they have enough food? Because it seems like food is the only thing we really have to offer.
I mean, you can see that they have food packed, and they have cans of food. You would think they probably have just stocked up.
Okay. So, yeah.
All we have is dead deer. So I think it's in our best interest to trade what we have for stuff that they have at Casper.
Yeah, I agree. Though Casper is more dangerous.
I eat danger for breakfast.
I suppose we don't know these people either. We don't know how dangerous they are.
True.
We don't recognize anyone in there, do we?
No, you don't recognize anybody in that group.
Maybe they know where the vendors are in Casper. Like they know where they're located. But like, what do we have to give them? They don't, like, if we traded information for something else, I don't know what.
Like what?
Literally nothing. We don't have anything to give them.
If they can make it in and out of Casper relatively unscathed with all those supplies, they're probably very adept and good at surviving.
Right.
So what if they don't want to trade with us?
That's true.
I'm still thinking we let it be.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. We let them pass.
Okay, yeah.
All right, yeah. You let them pass, and in the morning, you guys all wake up, fully rested. And it's the last day. You'll be reaching Casper about midday today.
Can I check my little mouse squirrel track thing?
Yeah, absolutely. Hell yeah. You find you have a little rabbit in there.
Yes. I'm gonna go and put it right next to Cormac's deer.
Oh yeah. Wonderful. Hell yeah, it's time for you guys to set out again after a little breakfast. Yeah. Unless there's anything else anybody else wants to do here. You guys kind of set out.
I'd like to tell Abel what we saw last night.
Awesome. He kind of just like he thinks that what you guys did was the right decision, letting him go, not getting involved just in case. And he does take it as he's like, if they can just get in and out with supplies, that's probably good. You know, Casper is not nearly as guarded as Cheyenne was. So he takes like just like a obviously this group wasn't as large as your guys' group, but it's still a group of people. If they could get in and out, he feels a lot better about everybody else going in. Doesn't think it'll be as big of a scene. So yeah. All right, y'all head out. Cool. Basically today, Abel's kind of like letting everybody know kind of like the little game plan that he has for going into the city. The gist of it being that you have 2 days there, 2 days, 2 nights. Morning of the third day, you'll be leaving again. He kind of advises you all to split up, find what you need to find, you know, staying out of big groups better. He and Leaf will be leaving the city almost immediately. They're going to a scrap shop that is slightly outside of town to go try to find a cart to replace the old one. It is watched and very easily accessed by the militants, so it's just going to be him and Leaf going as a precaution. He does not invite anybody else, including Branch, who is very upset that he's not able to go. But they will be gone for the first day. But yeah, it'll be 2 days. At the morning of the third day, leave kind of right where you guys are entering the city, and you'll be heading out again. There is a point on this third trip. Abel's going to approach you, Letty. And he just kind of like starts just like walking next to you. Doesn't really say anything at first. And he just kind of, not looking at you, says, Letty, I put myself out there a lot by blindly trusting a lot of people, and it so far has worked out for me. Oh my god. But I've been thinking about what you've been saying, what you said those couple days ago. And if you think you might be posing a threat to this group, I might advise that you don't join us again.
Letty walks in silence for a while and kind of doesn't acknowledge it, and just there's a lot of thoughts going on and a lot of fear and emotions, and I think she eventually says, I truthfully don't know if I will be a danger to you. I am doing everything that I can to avoid that, and in the worst case scenario, I will do anything that needs to happen to get you guys out safe. But who I was in the past, that's haunting me, like that, it's not who I am anymore, and I want to get away from that if I can. And this group has become a family for me, and I'm torn, and you're putting me in kind of a crappy situation, but I want to be here more than anything else, because I care about you guys so very much, and I want to be able to help out and do something for the good of other people instead of just hurting others. I'll stay for now, but if it looks like anything is going wrong, I'll get out of here, and you won't see me again. I promise. Anything to keep you safe.
He nods silently and just kind of walks forward ahead, go back kind of in his place in the group.
Ooh, Letty definitely is like quietly freaking out a little bit and is suddenly questioning all of her decisions, and kind of falls to the back of the group a little bit and doesn't really talk to anyone, and yeah, just kind of feeling junky.
Hell yeah. All right. If that'll talk, if there's anything anybody else wants to do while they're on the road, say now or forever hold your peace, whatever. Otherwise, you guys arrive at Casper. You see the city before you. You've all been here. Well, actually, Dot and Cormac, you haven't been in the city before, but you've been near it. But everybody else has been here before. And Abel kind of looks at you as you guys are like about to enter the city. He goes, "Morning, third day. We'll meet right back here. We'll head out again. Otherwise, stay safe, stay out of trouble." And he and Leaf walk into the city.
Well, I'm gonna go in and look for some things, if that's cool with you guys. I know you need ammunition, Cormac, so
I'll go with you.
Okay. Anyone else want to come with?
Sure. Oh geez. Did Abel say anything else we might need?
He kind of just is leaving up to like whatever you think you personally need is kind of how it's going right now. He has kind of, with this buck that Cormac killed, he has given everybody like little like packages of meat for trade, so everyone has at least something to trade for. You're just empty-handed walking into the city. But yeah, there's nothing that he specifically needs for the group at the moment. But anything you think might be helpful or anything you need just for you.
I'm trying to think of something so funny, but like, I need to be practical.
You are also free to just wander the city You'll also have to try to find a place to stay for the night. And yeah. Yes, Dot.
Do they have like is there foam here? Like the squishy stuff, not like the squishy, like think mattress pad type situation? Can there be?
You'd have to search around for it. You don't know if anyone like sells it or if you like find it yourself.
Okay. Can I like roll investigation?
Yeah, go for it.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, you guys enter the city. There like this is just a regular city. Like there's a downtown area. And people have set up like little like shops in like these empty buildings. And you can see like an old like basically furniture store that just got like shoved full of furniture, like someone like made like a barricade. And now there's just all this furniture there. A lot of it still has foam on it. So you can either grab it out, you can kind of tear some out of there if you'd like.
I would like to do that. And with this foam, I would like to make a little ball and then wrap it with some fabric I had from before. Not like the dirty stuff, but like the cleaner stuff I had. Mm-hmm. And then I'll tie it off so it's like a little stress ball. And then when I see I don't know if Percy's with me, but like when I see her, I'm gonna give it to her so she can like constantly try and like work her hand a little bit. And I would also, if I can, try and find some candy, I think. Just like a little candy. And get a piece for everyone. I don't know if anyone's allergic to anything, but I really hope not. Like just like little, like a sucker maybe.
The only place you find selling candy, which is not very easily accessible.
Yeah.
You find in this little downtown district area, you find a person who's selling basically wares from inside. There's a big old oil yard right outside of Casper where a lot of people work, and they sell stuff to their workers. And this man is selling similar things. So he has a bunch of like little candies from inside. He is selling them for money, not for trade.
Mm-hmm.
And they are going to be a quarter per candy.
Okay. I have real money though, so.
You do. Hey, Percy, are you with Cormac and Dot?
I think so.
Okay. You see Dot pull out real money, which is not a common thing whatsoever.
Have we never had real money before?
The only people who get real money are people who like work in these yards. Otherwise, regular like, scavenger people, they just do trades for goods.
Hey, Dot, where'd you get that?
I found it.
Found it where?
On the ground.
Where?
Where?
Here?
In the woods.
Percy, you don't have to roll an insight check. No, this bitch is fucking lying.
So you found money in the woods?
Yeah.
Like ancient money that hasn't been used in a long amount of time.
Yeah.
Right.
It looked cool, so I grabbed it.
Mm-hmm. Cool. How much money is it?
I think it's $13.
Oh. Did you find it like under a rock Or like
Yeah, it was like nestled under somewhere. I probably shouldn't have taken it, but
Can I see it?
well, if you promise not to take it.
I promise not to take it.
Okay, you have to come really close too, because I don't want to like be showing everyone all my money.
Okay, I get a little closer then, I guess.
And I show her 13 ones.
They're all
Like 12, like 11 ones.
Dot, can you not count? This is $11.
No, I was just, yeah, I had 13 and I bought those candies.
Dot, where'd you get the money?
I found it.
Why are you lying?
I'm not.
Okay, I guess I'll stop asking.
Oh, and Dot feels horrible.
What kind of candy did you get?
Like really good kinds. Okay, so these are suckers and each color is a different flavor. Duh. So basically you gotta pick it based on what your favorite color is. So what's your favorite color?
Orange.
Really? Okay. I give her an orange sucker, knowing fully well that those are the worst flavor.
I don't mind. I don't eat candy very often, so I like it.
Okay. It's a tweet. But I just thought I'd get you something cute. And I also, she's got her little stress ball. It's probably kind of crappy, but like,
Oh, thank you.
I am no craftsman. Oh my god, she's really awkward. So why, Cormac? What kind do you want?
Blue.
Oh, that's a good flavor. So I gave him a blue one.
My favorite flavor is blue.
Yeah, I like red. So okay, that's what I do.
All right.
Wonderful. Percy and Cormac, you guys doing anything while you guys are in that group?
Great. So now that we're done with our candy detour, I'm gonna look for some ammunition.
Oh yeah.
Y'all want to come with me?
Sure.
Great.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check, please.
Okay. $17.
17. You search for a while for, thank you for proving that you rolled it. Really, I do appreciate it. You search for a while and you don't find like anyone in the street just selling weapons, you know?
All right.
Because another thing is that similar to Cheyenne, there are of course militants around.
Right.
They aren't. It's not nearly as heavy a population because you're next to a little Air Force base, but there are some around. So no one's just going to be selling weapons to scavengers like you guys. You know, that would be very not good.
In that case, I'm gonna tell Dot, and I'm gonna say, hey, can you and Percy try, like, I hand them like a little thing of meat. I'm like, can you trade this for some water?
Water? Can we not find water? Is that?
Go find some water.
Oh, I get it. I wink.
I don't get it. We have water.
Dot, can you take Percy to go find some water?
We could go find something better, Percy.
Yeah. Oh no, are we all out of orange candy?
Oh, ew.
We're gonna have to go find some.
I like the orange candy.
Great, I'm glad. So anyway.
Or we need to allow him for his space because of the aesthetic or whatever.
Hot.
He wants to be the mysterious local.
Oh, I guess I get that. I can leave you alone.
We could go look for something else.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna go look for a mysterious local. I mean, are there any like other militants or scavengers around me that look heavily outfitted?
Here's what I will say. You do depart from these guys, and you are looking for like a militant, I'm assuming, to buy some fucking weapons off them.
Right.
What you do find some. You also find there's a college in the city. It's called Casper College. Go visit it.
What's the mascot?
It's a bucking bronco.
You really did your research.
Guys, I have the map pulled up.
Casper
The campus
College
map.
Broncos.
And you see there is you see a suspicious looking fella walking towards the campus. And this person has like a large backpack on. And when you look at them, they look like a probably not a mass merchant, but like someone who's gonna sell things. But it is weird they haven't like set up shop like in like the downtown district. It's where they seem to be taking their wares to this campus.
Okay. Do I have any idea what he could be selling?
You look at. Can you roll me another perception check, please?
Okay. Keep forgetting my modifier because I'm stupid. 15?
15. You can see that this person is armed. But like, but they are like visibly armed. Let me look at my thing. You see this person is actually carrying over their shoulder a quiver full of arrows. So this person is carrying some sort of weaponry.
All right, I'm gonna follow him. I'm gonna keep a bit of a distance instead of like stopping him in the street. But I'm gonna start to walk behind him.
Mm-hmm.
But like look around at other things around me so I'm not being obvious that I'm following him.
Yeah. You see him go into one of these buildings. And do you follow him inside?
Can I listen by the door first? Is there a door?
There is a door. You can actually see he goes into a set of like double doors. And you can actually see him just walking down a hallway because there's a little window on doors.
Okay.
And you can see there's more people inside, carrying big old packs of stuff. And in fact, you can see a person walk by. There's like an adjacent hallway. And it appears to be a masked merchant because they're wearing a huge fucking goat mask. And they kind of just like glide past down this hallway, and you see that this person you've been following just like gives them a polite wave and follows them.
All right, I take my bandana and I cover my face a bit and continue to follow them.
All right. You go in these doors, you turn to follow them. How sneaky are you being?
I have a crutch.
Cool, you can roll me stealth at disadvantage.
I'm not gonna get any higher than that. 9.
9. You follow them, you turn the corner, and that person you're following is just around the corner, just like looking at you. Just says, "Hey, buddy. What's up?"
Hey, I'm new in town. Whoa, worst thing to say.
Come on, John Mulaney, pack it
shut
up.
up.
I'm doing down.
What do y'all do here?
He kind of like gives like a once over, just like, "Hey, I know you're excited and whatever. Come back at night, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. If you want to get anything, nighttime. We'll be open then. All right? Just be quiet."
All right, I tip my hat, turn around, and leave.
And it is like mid-afternoon. It's not gonna be super long until then.
All right, and I'm gonna set out and try and find Dot and Percy.
All right, we're gonna switch over. Venice and Letty. Where are you guys going? I don't know if you guys are in the same group or what y'all doing.
Well, Venice has some goals. One, I would like to find some sort of thrown weapon. Whether they're like throwing stars or like daggers or something. 2, I want to find as much information / like maybe some people that are actively involved in rebelling.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would also like to get out and find like a fight club situation.
Hell yeah.
If in my travels I get into some skirmishes, I will be happy with that, and I won't need to like find a fight.
All right, is anyone with you, Venice? Or are you going alone?
That's up to you, Letty. If you want to tag along, that's chill.
Yeah, I feel like Letty is kind of zoned out just a little bit and is not as active a participant as she normally is, just because she's got a lot on her mind. But she was thinking about going to a bar, so I think Fight Club might be a fun adventure. I'm gonna tag along with you if that's cool.
Yeah, totally.
Cool.
Totally.
All right. Venice and Letty, you guys can both roll me an investigation check.
Natural 20.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I had a 21.
Whoa!
24.
Awesome. Venice, very quickly, you can see in the thieves' cant written around the city, it tells you which master merchants are in town. You see the merchants, at least for the future, are someone named Puma, you don't know. Bighorn, who has been here before. You haven't met them personally, but they were here the last time that you were in Casper. And it looks like Impala has just been crossed off. And also in the Thieves' Cant, you can see that there is a like one night little night market thing going to happen tonight. That they're going to be trading for some more illicit items.
I definitely want to go to that.
That's what you guys can find in the Thieves' Cant.
Okay. Anything
So-
about what Pooh and Bighorn said?
Bighorn sells oils and alcohol. And Puma sells medicine. But you know that at a night market, a lot of like people who deal in like not, I guess I'll say like rare, but like things you need to hide even more. That's going to be sort of trade. So you think that if you needed any weapons, night market is going to be your best place to go grab them.
Great. Well, I'm good, like, with waiting for the night market to do any sort of, like, trading, if you are, Letty.
Yeah, works for me.
Cool. Then I don't know about you, but I have some questions that I'm hoping I can find some answers to. And I'm hoping maybe I can find some people who might know something about a more organized rebellion.
Sounds good. I got your back. Let's find some people. Let's talk to them.
Great.
Great. Yeah, you guys head around. You guys both have like, outstanding investigation rolls. So I'm not gonna make you re-roll for that specific one. Venice, you're very well versed in knowing where people like to hide. You can kind of quickly a couple places that you might check are like the parking ramp that you were in here the last time you were in Casper, where Scarab had been the last time. There's also like some apartment complexes and like the student housing at the college. Places with a lot of rooms and a lot of like different levels, very easy to hide in different places, are where people are most likely going to gather to confer information with each other.
Gotcha. What time of day is it, and where is the night market?
It is mid-afternoon. Night market is going to happen on the college campus.
Okay. I might just like head towards that area and check out like the student housing.
All right. As you guys are on your way over there, you are passing by just like some housing, and you hear some you're passing by an alleyway, and you can hear someone at the end of it sounding extremely stressed and muttering to themselves like a "God, shit, no, please, God, no," kind of like that sort of thing happening.
Look over and see if we can see what's going on, at least, I think.
Yeah.
You can see the alleyway is partially in shadow. It's a little hard to see. You think you can see a person at the end of the alleyway, kind of like hunched over on the ground.
I'm gonna walk up to them and see what's going on.
Yeah. Is it just one person?
You can only see one person up. Letty, as you walk over, you can see with some clarity, you see a woman kind of kneeling on the ground, Her most striking feature that immediately jumps out to you is she has 2 horns coming out of her head. She is a mutated woman. And she kind of like looks up at you. She has long brown hair, bangs that kind of cover up like where the horns are coming out of her head. And she looks up at you, and you can see the reason that she'd been muttering is that there's like a piece of just like broken like wood and paper at her feet. And she kind of like looks up at you kind of in fear.
I kind of like put my hands up like, hey, it's okay, I won't hurt you. I heard you and I wanted to see if you needed any help. What's up? How you doing?
Venice, are you also there? Or did you just stay at the edge opening?
I followed, but I'm like 5 feet back.
Okay. This woman looks at you. Let's see. And she kind of like jumps up really quickly, and she's like, "Stay back! Don't you try anything with me! I swear to God, I'm armed. I'll do it. Don't." And she seems to be just panicking.
Like, oh, okay. Hi, my name is Letty. What's your name?
She gets dumb bitch just rolled 2 1s in a row. Ugh. She's so, I love her. This is whatever. She is shaking her head, and she's kind of like, she's backed herself into a corner. Letty, you can see on the ground this broken thing is a mask. And you recognize this mask as the mask of Impala.
Oh.
Who you had met very briefly on your last visit here.
Yeah. Like, are you the masked merchant Impala? We've met before. We traded, I think we got some batteries from you, maybe.
She like takes a second to like try to like remember your face. She did only meet you very briefly. But like slowly she like calms down slightly. She's like, you met with Scarab, right? You okay.
Yeah, we were all on top of that parking ramp thing. Yeah, we've hung out before. I promise I won't hurt you. I'm not a threat. I just wanted to see if you needed help or anything.
She like very quickly like goes to like pick up her mask, which is very much broken. And as you like study her, like you can see that she is beginning to bruise. It looks like she probably got like either mugged or just straight up like beat up in this alleyway.
Mm-hmm. Did somebody attack you? Are you okay? Do you need some berries?
She says, she's like, it's really no matter. I'll just honestly, I'll just be on my way. I'll go get this fixed. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. It's really no big thing. She's obviously lying. You don't need to roll for that. She looks incredibly distressed that, especially as you know, like a masked merchant, like their mask is literally everything. It's the only reason they're able to do something because she has to hide her identity for some reason.
Yeah. First of all, hand her a berry, be like, hey, this might help out with your eye. It's Tylenol. What we see here, this is just between you and I promise. This is not going beyond us. Like, we're good. We're cool. We're good. If you need somebody beat up, I got a friend who is looking for, some, you know what I'm saying? So, are you in danger right now? Are you okay? Like, what can we do for you? Are you okay?
She says, I don't think I'm in danger anymore. They kind of just wanted what I had on me, but I'm not like the most helpful person. I literally just like make scarves. Like that's kind of my thing. Venice, why don't you go ahead and roll me a perception check at the edge of the alley?
Okay. That's a solid 5.
Yeah, you don't really see like anybody running around who's like, you didn't really see anybody like running away from here when you came up on her. You don't think whoever hurt her is still like around, at least in the immediate vicinity.
Okay.
Sure. Not that they would have gotten probably very far, but they aren't immediately visible to you.
Okay. I'm gonna step up towards Letty and Paula.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna like put my hands out like non-threatening, but like also like flex a little. I feel like if someone hurt you, I mean, we can fix that.
She looks at you. Yeah, she's into it. She kind of looks at you and she's like, it really isn't that, it was just like 2 guys. I'm sure, they didn't know I wasn't carrying a lot on me. I've done a lot of my trading already. And she gives you like a vague description of like two like younger kids, probably like between like 16 and 18. Both had like green bandanas that they had, and they basically just took what she had earned from her trading. So like her clothes that she makes are still with her, but like everything she had earned, which was like her like food and other things people had traded her for, are gone.
Great. I'm gonna like reach into one of my many pockets and pull out not the venison that we have from Cormac, but like just some other like kind of shitty rations, and give them to her. Mm-hmm. It's probably like 2 days
worth. She thanks you like profusely.
Can you tell me anything else about what they looked like? Did they say anything to you?
She says they didn't really say anything. She does give you a direction of the way they ran. And like a vague description of like their clothing, which is pretty ratty, like a t-shirt and some like shorts. She didn't think that they worked for like this oil field at all. They're probably just some kids who live in some of the old housing out here.
Okay.
I give her some of that venison and I say like, hey, what would be, can you tell us about the night market at all? We're thinking about going there. Do you have any information about it or warning about it? Is there anything we can look out for?
She says, oh yes, absolutely. She lets you know night market when it's happening. It's a silent market. Like the only time you should talk is like during the trade. Otherwise, it should be pretty silent because just in case. And she lets you know what some of the people are selling. She lets you guys know that Bighorn, one of the merchants, is selling a variety of alcohols. Boy's selling some moonshine, so just in case. And someone is bringing food from the oil fields, so stuff that like so like a manager would be eating. So there's gonna be like fresh fruit and vegetables going to this market. And there are going to be some weapons being sold there. Not very extreme ones at all. Very like regular daggers. They're selling arrows and some bullets, and it's not a mass merchant who is selling this, so she doesn't know like their exact stock. But these are some of the things you can expect at the market.
Cool. Very cool. Do you have any like scarves or anything that we could cover our faces with for like a little bit of a disguise that could give you some more venison? If that's what you need, or
she actually, as thanks for giving her these rations, she's actually going to give you guys basically a cloak that she has made. She only has one. But if one of you guys can write down that you guys got the cloak of protection. When you wear it, you're gonna get +1 to your AC.
Whoa.
Cool. That's a youth thing, Michaela.
Okay. Cool. Level up. Do you want to know anything about like fight clubs or anything like that, Venice?
No, not from her.
You don't think she'd be the biggest help on that front?
No.
And Paul, I think we're gonna scoot on our way here, but if you ever need anything, we're a friend, promise.
She thanks you guys, and she kind of like just picks up her mask, and she's like, I don't know what city I'll see you in next, but I hope I see you again. And she goes to leave the city.
Okay, just about first before we leave.
Okay. All right. Anything else you guys are doing? Anybody before the night market?
Probably get some actual useful supplies. Just
Okay.
like some quick medical supplies, like some like alcohol for sterilizing, maybe some gauze. Yeah.
You can make your way over to the hospital that's in town.
Oh boy. Do I have to roll anything?
Nah.
Can I just give things?
You can kind of you can make connections. I feel like you're smart enough. Also, you guys had pretty decent investigation rolls prior.
Okay. Cool.
In the hospital, there is a mass merchant. Puma is in the hospital area.
Ooh, you should be selling shoes. Hi, I'm looking to get some medical supplies. Please.
Yeah, he opens his back. He basically has everything that you are looking for in small quantities.
Okay.
He is. Let me pull up the correct thing. What he's looking for. In exchange, he is looking for basically like little like valuables, like little like trinkets or books for trade, but of course he'll take anything else. You see that he's wearing his mask, which is obviously in the shape of a puma. Unlike like a regular face mask, he has one it's basically like a bike helmet that goes down over his like nose area. And he does have like more like basically grease paint underneath his mask as well.
Okay.
And he's also not the only one out here on the floor. There are other people up here just kind of like chilling. Kind of like it feels very like safe in this area. You can see there are actually people growing some like vegetables and plants over in one of like the wards with like the big open windows.
Okay. I don't have like any like trinkets though. I have meat and
if you need to, all of the meat that you have on you will trade for all the medical supplies that you need. But
can I also get like a pair of tweezers if I'm gonna be digging bullets out of people?
Sure.
Cool. I'll do that trade.
Okay. So you basically have nothing left to trade that you have like prepared.
Yeah. It'll come in handy though, so I don't feel too bad right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. That's it.
Cool. Percy and Cormac, y'all doing anything while you're up here?
I'm just kind of following along with the rest of them, biding my time before night.
Percy?
Hand.
Yes. What are you doing with your hand? Are you asking him about it? What you doing?
I'm looking for someone selling a hand.
Puma is gonna take a look at it. He kind of like just like offers it, puts out his hand, you know, is like a, if you trust me, you know, and he takes a look at it, and he does mentions like your little bracelet you made. He's like, this looks very nice. And he asks like what you're looking for specifically. He's like, there are people here in Casper who can just make like a hand, like a shield for you. But if you want something nicer, something that you could move again, it might be a little bit out of your ways to go there.
Can you hear my dog eating?
Yeah.
Fonzie. He looks so guilty. He's been eating more than he's supposed to.
Is there a problem?
He's chunky.
Is there a problem with being chunky?
No. It's more that Tinkerbell has no food. Tinkerbell has no food.
Oh, no Tank. Oh.
He just doesn't eat anymore. Anyways,
why is he so skinny? Anyway.
He's skinny legend. Sorry, Reed. What did you say? As my dog noisily eats behind me.
Puma asked. He says that there are people like nearby who can basically make just like a shield for your hand, but there's like a place out of the way that can rig something up that you can probably move it again.
Oh shoot. The second one.
He says, do you know the merchant? He asks if you know the merchant Scarab.
Yes.
And he says that the place that he went for his leg, says there's a scrap shop up in Newcastle. It's up north of here. It's a little walk out of here.
Do we know if that's where Abel went?
Sorry?
Do we know if that's where Abel went?
Abel went to one that's just right outside of Casper. He just said there's one in Newcastle. Very out of the way, a little hard to find, but you know, the guy up there, they're able to do some really incredible things. I mean, Scarab's leg looks pretty nice. If you want, up near Newcastle, the guy, he's a little weird. I don't like dealing with him that much because he's like a little out there. His name is Rat Food. And he's a little secluded and a little, but he makes some really nice stuff. Makes some really good stuff.
Okay. Rat food. Okay, I'll have to go find him then.
I mean, if you can make the trip, it'll probably be worth it. He made Scarab mobile again, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's kind of the information that you're going to get from him.
Is there any fun trinkets around?
In the hospital or just around?
Both.
And are you talking about stuff you can buy or stuff you can just pick up off the ground?
Both.
You know, the hospital, I'm sure if you explored the floors, you could probably find some stuff just like left over from when it originally stood.
Like medical equipment?
Yeah, like bigger pieces of equipment, not any of the small stuff that people could easily just take. Otherwise, there are there are of course like little places, especially like that downtown little area. There's some people selling like some smaller like little like bracelets, or like just like things that like have like your name on them, basically as like dog tags, but they look cute. Yeah, you can find whatever if you tell me something specific that you're looking for, we can work from there.
I don't know what to look for. So yeah, I don't know what I am looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Can I essentially disassemble like an X-ray machine or find like a little tiny laser in there somewhere?
Yeah. I will have you first roll an investigation check.
18.
You are able to get down to the bay where like X-ray machines would be. You see it's pretty torn apart already, but you do find,
why don't you call him again?
There's still some bits.
Okay.
And you can find there's like a little bit still left in there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you would like to take it apart, please make me Tinker's check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
He was like, "You're crazy."
There's something to say, do you know?
Right. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
That's okay.
Did you hear my mom talking to our dog then?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh my god. It's fine. Riga rolled a 16.
Yeah, you're able to take it apart a little bit. I'm not giving you like a laser, sorry.
I know.
But you can get little pieces of like wiring. You find like little like some copper wiring as well. And yeah.
I was expecting absolutely nothing, so yay, wiring.
some little bits of stuff.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Anybody else would like to do anything before the night market? All right, it is time for the night market. You all make your way onto the college campus. There is considering how you guys have been traveling for a while, there's like a large amount of people. It's very similar to when the riot was about to happen in Cheyenne, like just a large gathering of people that does not normally happen. There's a large number of people here. It seems like a lot of different scavengers are just, so there's some essentials being sold here tonight. But you guys all show up. You can see you're basically like the little dining hall area. You can see there's a bunch of different people set up around the area. You can see Bighorn because he's huge. He's like 6 foot, and then he also was wearing this huge ass mask that includes like full horns. You can see someone is selling a bunch of weaponry, someone's selling a bunch of food. Yeah, basically, what are you guys looking for? You also see each other, obviously. Back together again.
I'm gonna head back to that hallway with the ookie spooky.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cover my face first. I don't know, because everyone was in masks.
The hallway leads to this main area.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Wearing a mask, always okay.
Cool. You said there was, I'm gonna look for that weapons dealer, weapons trader.
Yeah. This guy, he obviously, there's a lot of questions of how any of these people get what they have, but he has bow and arrows, just arrows. He has some daggers, and he has bullets for sale.
Okay, I'm gonna ask, what can I get for bullets and one of your daggers?
Let's see what. He is like almost everybody here. You can always just straight up offer money. Otherwise, he is looking for weapons to trade or basically scrap metal.
Okay. Let's see.
When we disassembled that car, did you give any of us any of those bits of it too?
Yes, anybody who wants, you can basically have some scrap metal. If we need like a number, y'all have like 5 scrap metal to your name, each of you. For a person who has like a fuck ton more, because she's a little collector.
All right. Okay, never mind on the dagger. I forgot I have a sword. I have yet to use it.
Yeah.
I haven't been in a melee fight yet. So then I'm pretty much just looking for ammunition. I'm gonna ask, let's see. I only have pistols.
Mm-hmm.
So what can I get for some scrap metal? What's your rate?
You could get basically, he has a couple of just boxes full. These bullets match your gun. And basically it will be about 3 scrap metal to a box, which will give you about, we'll say about 25 shots each.
And how much would they cost for money?
For money, they're going to be $2 each.
Okay. I'm gonna get 2 boxes with 3 scrap metal and $2, but making sure no one else in the party can see me using money.
Yeah, anybody who thinks that they might be looking at Cormac can make a perception check. See if you notice him using dollar bills. Otherwise, I'm sure you're taking care to not be seen.
As we all know, I'm the stealthiest motherfucker.
Yeah, of course.
With your crutch. I only got a 7.
Yeah.
Well, you know. Anyway.
Otherwise, yeah, you are able to get that.
Amazing. Thank you. I head back to the group and I tell Venice, hey, they're selling arrows over there in case you need them.
Dope, man. And I'm gonna head straight the direction he came from.
Great.
All right. Arrows are gonna go basically bundle of 20 for 1 scrap metal.
What does he have for other things that can be thrown?
He has a couple of daggers. And he has what you see, he's basically taking the scrap metal, is turning them into basically your equivalent of throwing stars.
All right, what's the rate for both of those things?
For 5 throwing stars is going to be 2 scrap metal. And I forgot the other thing you asked.
Daggers.
Daggers is going to be 2 daggers for 1 scrap metal.
Dope. I'm gonna give him. First, is there? There's alcohol. For now, I'm gonna give him 3 of my scrap metal pieces, and I would like 2 daggers and 5 throwing stars.
You got it.
And then I'm gonna like do a lap around and see if there is anything else I want.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
The idea of alcohol is intriguing, but I don't know. I just want to see what's out there.
Yeah. You see other things. There's a bunch of food out there that has always been taken from the oil fields and other like possibly like militant areas. You see that there are some clothes also for sale, which include like plastic ponchos, which in game would make sure that if it were to ever rain, none of you guys could catch a cold, which would happen. Hats and bandanas. Other things being sold are like card games, lamp oil and sharpening oil, and like dice. And then there is Bighorn, who is selling different types of alcohol.
Okay. It's fall, right?
Yes.
We would have like winter clothing because we live in Wyoming?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna see how much like alcohol is.
Yeah. So he has what are you looking to trade for? Bighorn is looking kind of for oh, what the fuck is he looking for actually? Close things I don't mean to close. Bighorn is looking for he's looking for like to trade is like weapons and clothing is kind of like what he's looking for. But he will obviously take other stuff.
I mean, I have venison, and 2 pieces of scrap metal.
Hell yeah. For like the rest of the venison that you have, you could get 1 bottle of I believe I wrote down just some grubby nondescript alcohol. The other stuff is going to be a little bit out of your price range. What do you have?
Nah, I'll circle back to weapons dealer and give him the rest of my scrap metal for 5 more throwing stars.
Good. All right. Is that it for you, Venice?
Yeah.
All right. Who else is looking for stuff?
Hi. Hello. I'm gonna scoot over and try and pick up some arrows. That's cool. Sorry. Go ahead.
Right, it's a bundle of 20, and I think I said 1 scrap metal, if I remember right. I don't know.
You did? I'm gonna grab. Let's do 1 bundle of arrows, 20. And then can I get 2 daggers as well?
All right.
And that's 1 again, right? Cool. Scoot over to our good old alcohol dealer because we're getting turned tonight. What would 2 daggers purchase me alcohol wise?
Daggers, you could get, he has some motion. He's got, he has actually some wine as well. It's gonna run you a little bit more than just your 2 daggers for that wine. Otherwise, you got nondescript, grubby looking alcohol for you could probably get like 2 little glass I don't want to say jars, glasses, whatever, for your daggers.
Letty's a classy bitch, so we're going for some wine, I think. Unless there's whiskey there.
Not the biggest selection, but there's a selection. So that would be your daggers, probably also if you had any of your venison left.
Sure, works for me. Is there a bookshop anywhere or someone selling books?
There is not somebody selling books here.
That's all. Got some food, maybe. I think we're gonna get tired of some deer meat after a while, so maybe get some bread.
All right. Yeah, you see, there are there's of course some bread. There's canned foods, and then there's some fresh fruits as well.
Cool. If we can get some, like, just a small selection of fruits, and then, like, whatever else scrap metal we'll buy. I have 3 total left, for your reference.
All right. For any scrap metal, you can get in total like 3 packages of fruits, which could be grapes, strawberries, and blueberries. And you could also get like a nice like hard loaf of bread. Yeah, so you could probably get with all the rest of your stuff.
Yeah, that works for me. Let's go for it.
Baller. As I can get for you, Letty.
Yes.
All right. Percy or Dot, y'all looking at stuff?
Just looking. I have no things to trade.
Did you see there were specific weapons there?
Yeah, there's throwing stars, daggers, and arrows for your weapons.
I feel like I should get a weapon that's silent. Dennis, did you get throwing stars? I don't want to take your thing. I'm not gonna get throwing stars. I'll make my own throwing stars out of like really bad shrapnel.
There you
go. And then Was he only trading weapons for alcohol?
That's what he's looking for. Otherwise, you can still trade for like food. It's gonna take a little bit more.
Okay. Are there any hands?
No one's selling any hands here. No, I'm sorry.
It's okay. How much would one bomb get me in alcohol?
You could get whatever you want.
All right. Letty, did you get your whiskey? Okay, thanks, team.
I believe that.
Oh.
Yeah, I believe that Letty got the wine.
Did you? Okay, wine. Did you get what you wanted, Venice? For alcohol?
I didn't get any alcohol. I got weapons instead.
What did you want? I'll get it for you.
I mean, like, whatever. I don't think Venice has ever, like, drank alcohol, so she doesn't know or care.
I don't know if Percy has either. Let's do moonshine.
There you go.
Let's make this a terrible experience.
Yeah. You get a nice full mason jar.
Oh. This is a terrible idea. It'll make the pain of my hand go away. Oh, just kidding. She definitely had alcohol before, and I remember it was a problem, and it will continue to be a problem. So here we go. I believe I done. Maybe. Are there any cute little clothes?
Yeah, there is a person there selling plastic ponchos. Not super cute, but functional. Selling some little hats, almost sun hats, and some bandanas.
I'll go with poncho.
Poncho. That's gonna be pretty cheap. I wrote something down about poncho. You can just trade like if you have any meat left, one thing of meat will get you a poncho.
I will give them the meat.
Could I get in on that too?
Hell yeah.
Also get one.
Yes.
Give me poncho buttons.
Oh my god, we can match. Thank you.
So fashionable. Perfect.
So to remind you guys, it has been like silent in here the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
The only time there is talking is when someone's conversing with a person who's selling some stuff. And you guys kind of all find stuff. Are you guys all leaving together? How are you all leaving?
Yeah.
It might look sus if we all leave together.
I suppose.
Could stagger it.
Yeah.
Make 2 groups or something.
You guys kind of make your way out of the hallway, down. You reach outside. Can I have you guys all give me a perception check, please?
Uh-oh.
19.
9.
15.
19.
I think it's a I can't see. Yeah. 16.
All right. Most of you guys see this. You can see kind kind of moving their way around the building, you see militants spreading out. Watching them. They do not see you. They don't, if they do, they don't pay any mind to you. But this is what you are seeing. You know no one inside knows that this is happening. What do you
roll for stealth, please? That's cool. Yeah.
Question.
What?
Would Venice know, like, if there is some sort of like code word situation for like, hey, get the fuck out of here because the cops are coming, but like subtle, you know?
Why don't you go ahead and roll me a history check?
Okay. History 14.
14. You don't know like a specific word, but you know people are going to take people saying, hey, there's militants inside very seriously. And yeah, they're going to take it very seriously no matter what you say.
Okay. Can I like run back inside and how far away are we from the door, from like the entryway?
Entryway, it's not super far. I'd say you're probably about 30 feet from the entryway.
Okay. I'm gonna like real calmly just like turn around and slip back in and say in like a slightly above normal speaking voice that I assume will like fill the space since it's silent, and say everybody leave, we're being surrounded, and then I'm gonna yeet.
Hell yeah. You say that immediately. All the vendors are like packing up all their shit as much as they can. Everybody who's there like normally is like, we're done, and is making their way out. What are you doing, the rest of you guys?
Leaving.
All right. If y'all are leaving, can I have you guys roll me a stealth check? Cormac, you're at disadvantage.
Me.
7.
14.
11.
13.
13. You guys go to move out. And you hear from behind you as you move out, you hear someone yelling at you to stop where you are. As you're around, you see there are 3 militants, weapons drawn but not pointed at you, making their way over to you. And that's where we're going to stop for tonight.
Throw a bomb.
Of course.
Okay, I was mad.
All of them right wrist.
They want the baby.